There's a couple things you said in there. I'm going to go back to your mom and her business. Did she have financial problems in her business, or was she good at managing the finances in her business?
She was good at managing, but she didn't manage it like I manage a business.
Gotcha.
She
Gotcha.
didn't do it. And then when I got involved or my sister got involved, I saw how it was so much better.
Mm,
But it's not always so easy for a old school to really like change it. But when we helped her in the business, I saw how much difference it made. When I had a close friend who was paying for office space and she wasn't using, she was
mm.
then using her home office. I said to her, "Your money leaking out." Wherever I go, I end up speaking. It's about their business and helping them. I end up being the address besides for helping my clients, family and friends that come and help me in their business. Like, for
I was
example, I taught my mother now how to do online banking
okay.
because I believe every woman has to know what's going on in their financial.
Yes. Yes. You like both of us are divorced. I hope you don't mind me sharing that with everyone. And we had left relationships that weren't working for us for whatever reasons we left. And we were able to do that because we had our financial situations lined up so that we could support ourselves. Mostly.
I
I'm
am
I'm gonna speak for
such a
myself. Mostly. I had to figure it out along the way too. You're working it out as you go, but knowing that that relationship's not working anymore. Go ahead, what were you
a
gonna say?
100%, Dr. Felicia. I am such a big believer in every woman, every man and woman should know what's going on, should be able to support you themselves. If you left your career behind and to raise your kids, make sure your license is up to date. I told a friend of mine, go get back your license, go through the continuing education. And even if you have a good marriage, it's really important to know what's going on. If God forbid something happens to your spouse and they cannot take care of the financials or they can't work anymore, then what? You don't want, no one wants to be a pity case. No one wants the same thing I tell business owners. I open their eyes what's going on in financial. It's so important. Every person, married or not, in a relationship or not, in a good relationship or in an awful relationship, has to know what's going on for them, has to have a way to support themselves. You don't know what tomorrow will bring. You
Yeah.
don't know who will have a midlife crisis, who,
I
God forbid, will get sick, whose relationship will get sour. Know what's going on in your money. And oh, yeah,
I
that is, I believe in so much. It is so important.
what I'm hearing you say is women, you cannot close your eyes and say, "Well, he's got that," or "She's got that." Whoever your partner is, they've got that. You have to, even if you're not the one managing everything, you need to be in on every conversation about what's going on with the money that's supporting you. There's a big statistic of women out there that are about to inherit a lot of money. We live longer than our male partners, and we will have money now to have to figure out what to do with. And if you've never dealt with it, that is an overwhelming thing to have to figure out. Start while they're here, start while you guys can work together. Again, you never know who's going to have a midlife crisis. You never know who's going to get sick. You never know when a
So,
card's
like
going to
my
come up and
father
take
had
care
a
of things.
got, had a stroke, and then my mother had to take over.
You have to figure it out. And let's not figure it out after the fact. Work along the way so that you know what's going on. I love that so much. Okay, so as a fractional CFO, what is a CFO? Certified financial no, that's not what it is. Chief
Officer.
financial officer.
Yes, Chief Financial Officer is CPA, is Certified Public Accountant,
Yes.
and CFO is a Chief Financial Officer. CPA is accounting, it's an extra certificate license, but a CPA could go into taxes, it could go into like compliance and taxes or private accounting.
Okay.
So I work in my private industry. I don't do taxes. I work with the tax accountant to get in. And when I left my company and I thought of what I wanted to do as being as a mother, being After having over 20 years of experience, I decided to follow my passion and be a fractional CFO. Means I like a part-time as a consultant CFO for different businesses. And my goal is to help the businesses grow and succeed and not just spin their wheels. Because if your business grow and succeed, you'll have money to take home to support yourself, to be to support your family, to be knowledgeable, to have independence if God, well, even if your spouse is making a living, because you never know what tomorrow will bring, or if you need a two parent income, because that's also really common.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. Many of the people listening to the show are not necessarily business owners, but employees. I always think of your life, your home, your house is your business. So I want to make sure that people aren't tuning out because, well, I don't have a business, but your household is your business. You right now are your chief financial officer. You, as whoever's running your household, is a chief financial officer. You may have an accountant, but you are the CFO. What does a CFO do? What is their
Great,
job?
great point. Because even while I was an employee, I always kept my financials, always budgeted, always kept my financials on my family. My my ex was had a business, and I kept his financial, his accounting, but even my own personal, just like in big, you're right, you're your own CFO. You have to have a strategic plan where you're gonna go. You have to know budgeting. You have to know discipline. It's the choice between what you want now to what you want most. It's so important in all areas of your financial life. Do you know what subscription you're paying? Are you using your kid has you have like a monthly membership to a gym, like a Sky Zone or one of those places? Is your kid going, or you just wasting money?
Yeah.
It's in business and it's in personal. It's the same lesson. You need a budget. You need to know what's going. You need to know where, if you want to have some passive income, where you're investing. You have to have a little bit, get yourself a little educated in the business world to know what to invest in and what's like a bad investment. Real estate is the place where you're investing. It does it have what's the income? What percentage of income are you going to get on it? It's being run well. Are they giving you proper reports or not? Do you want
So
to open up a side business, or
let
do you
me
want to
ask you
work?
this.
Yes,
Just so I want to make sure that people understand what a chief financial officer does. What is their job? I understand you're getting into a lot of the details of it, but give a bigger overview of what they do.
great point. A chief financial officer in a business or in a home controls the money and also looks at the money, and not just controls it, but where in the personal and the business. So we'll start with the business, where the money is going, where they're leaving money on the table, where they can make more money, more profit, more cash flow for a business, where they're leaking out money. And the personal, I love how
It's
you
the
put it,
same. We're the
it's the
same on
same.
that one. Just like so, but the chief financial officer knows the financial situation of the company, your household, and has a strategic plan for that money and helps you work through that strategic plan for that money. Is that a fair
Yes,
statement?
yeah. About
Okay.
what expenses are coming up, how we're going to pay it, how we're going to put money aside to marry off our kids or for their college, or to grow your nest egg, or to get more passive income to make money. It's the same.
Okay. All right. So does that make sense? I hope everybody understands that. As a chief financial officer of your business, your household, your job is to know what money's coming in, what money's going out, and have a strategic plan for the money. It's not just a coming in, going out, coming in, what's happening and why it's happening. Make sense? Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
and knowing what's going on with your money.
Exactly.
That's
So
first step.
a fractional CFO is a person who, so companies, Microsoft, Apple, all these companies have CFOs in their company. A fractional CFO works with smaller businesses because most of the time a smaller business can't necessarily afford that outlay or maybe doesn't even need that full outlay, to full-time person on their team. but now you have a person who you can go to that can help you and knows your business and can help you with that strategic planning for your money, help you see what you're not seeing, get you out, clear your blind spots because she's going to look at your books and help you and probably very loving, gentle, but challenging way help you see where you're leaking all your money, where the money's going out. And you're like, oh my gosh, because I've done it recently. And you're going, if I only had known that 6 months ago.
Great. And I will bring out another point is that a fractional CFO, or let's say even a CFO of your personal, of your family, or of a business, it's so important. Like the book, Who Not How. The concept is we can't be everywhere. I am not good at decorating. I'm not good at designing. I will, instead of sitting and spending hours and hours and hours trying to figure out what color to paint my walls or to stain my floor, I hired interior designer. Come help me. One, two, three. What colors to do? w- Anything in my house, and then I could focus on what I do best.
Yes.
You can't be everywhere. No one could be everywhere. So whatever you're good at, do. And then whenever you're not good at, you delegate, you hire. But
Yes.
I did it with the designer. Even if you have a financial coach in the personal, it's usually called financial coach, a fractional CFO, you work with them, you have to know what's going on. You can't just give it over and not know. I did look at the colors the interior designer, for example, chose my wall and the stain for the knobs to make sure that I know. But it's not, you have to know. And if you can't do it yourself, if you're not good, if you don't have time, you don't have focus in your personal life, in a business, then hire someone.
Yep.
But don't just like disappear for 6 months or a year. It's not a tax account. And the point is not just for taxes, but know what's going on.
Yep.
Speak to them, work with them,
Yep.
because you're the one who has that credit card who feels like it doesn't feel like swiping it when you're going to buy new clothing in the store or in the office, a new printer, a new website, in the personal second home. You have to think ahead. Discipline is choosing what I want now to what I want most.
Yes. And what I heard you say about the who, not how. Wow, I hate the money part. I hate the financial part of everything. This it's not my forte. It makes me no, it doesn't make me nervous. It just makes me I have to think really hard. I'm good at finding deals. I'm good at urology. I'm good at the things I'm good at. Now I can hire someone to do the things I'm not good at and don't like, and then you said you delegate, you do not abdicate, you don't give it away and never pay attention to it again. You have to be a part of that. Otherwise, Ahuva would have come home with red walls and a green floor, and she hates both those colors. You got to pay attention to what's going on and be a part of it, but just they're doing the heavy lifting of the thing. That was really good, a really good way to explain that you don't have to do everything. It's you start getting to like, oh my God, I got to put one more thing on my plate. I got to strategically plan my money. What are you talking about? I'm just ready to put it in the bank. It's really important to be
And
able
it's
to find somebody to help you do those things that you are not good at. Go ahead.
right. And it works in all areas of our business and personal life. If I'm not good at cleaning or let's say in business at the sales, which you're great at, and other people aren't, delegate, but like yeah, be involved.
Yes.
If I'm not good at cleaning and it'll take me longer, I could work a little more and to delegate.
Do what you like.
And
Do what
do
you
what you
enjoy.
love,
Do
do
what you're
what you're
good at.
good, right?
Yes.
And delegate, but don't just like I have no interest. Or
Yes.
like you don't have to have interest. You have to be involved in like in your personal life and in your business. It goes hand in hand.
I've done the who, not how, and then abdicated my role. I've just let them run with it. And then you find out they weren't doing what you thought they were doing. And it was because
Right.
I wasn't paying attention. This has happened to me. I'm sure it's happened to others, but Don't let it happen in your financial life because you will lose 100%. You will lose because somebody else is paying attention to your money. So you want people to help you. You want someone to do your accounting. You want somebody to do your taxes. You want somebody to help you with your finances. If you don't like doing that, you cannot ignore it though. The bottom
Or
line is
if you
you
don't
cannot
have
ignore it.
time.
Yeah, you have to make time at least once a month to sit with that person and really and go over what's going on.
Right,
That's all. I mean,
right.
bottom line.
But
Bottom.
I meant if you don't have time to do the whole thing yourself and you don't have the headspace or it's not your strong point,
Yeah.
then you hire
You
someone.
get somebody else to do that.
But you can't just disappear. You can't
Correct.
disappear and not think, oh, my husband is going to pay the bills. My husband will figure it out. Be an equal partner in be a partner in your business, with the fractional CFO, and in your personal life.